Good evening and welcome to Goffstown High School. My name is Scott Gross and I'm joined by Bob Bartolucci. Welcome, Bob.
Hello, Scott. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Bob, if you could put that microphone close to your mouth, that would be pretty good.
Yeah. You want to hear me better?
Yeah, we want to hear you a little bit better. So tonight we've got the final game of the season for Goffstown boys basketball. They're playing the Pelham Pythons. And unfortunately for Goffstown, they had a rough skid this season, only winning 2 games. Tonight is senior night. And what you're going to see on the floor are your 4 seniors for Goffstown. And you'll have Tegan Collins, Carter Schwinnard, Matt Eberhardt, and lastly Taylor French. And also on the court, I believe it's Miles Green, number 12. So we're ready for tip-off here. And Pelham wins the tap. So let's see what they come out in terms of a defense. It's like Goffstown's going to play a 3-2, Bob.
Yep, looks that way for now. And hopefully they're going to be nice and aggressive tonight.
And as we know at Goffstown High School, we got a couple of columns here in the way. And that is a 3-pointer by number 21 for Pelham. Smooth shot. Schwinnard has the ball, and he throws it away. That's almost emblematic, unfortunately, of Goffstown's season. Just miscommunication. And one of the things that really has kind of plagued the team this year, Bob, is chemistry. It's they just really they've struggled a little bit with team chemistry. So here comes Pelham. And a nice steal by Schwinnard, but he can't get it. We're waiting on our cameraman, Kevin, to get here, so we're pulling double duty. I'm doing camera, and Bob's doing color.
Yeah, and stats, so don't count on the stats to be right. But hopefully we'll just see
another 3, game. And that's in and out, but a great rebound by Pelham, number 34. He gets another 3-pointer, and that's in. And that's a 3-pointer by number 2, I believe. And Bob, I'll rely on you if you want to call out those names. So. And it's in and out. Yep. Rebound by Goffstown. Saves it. Great play.
Back to Schwinnard.
Green.
Oh.
Quick shot. Really didn't set his feet on that one.
Goffstown seems to be stacking up a little bit.
Yeah.
They're not spreading out. Here we go.
That's a
nice
steal. Was that Eberhardt in there?
Yep, that's Matthew.
You know, they don't really cut through the paint a whole lot. There's really no low post game. It's mostly in and out. Schwinnard gets stripped.
Oh, he hung on to it, got it back, and nice go to the basket. That's good. That was Matthew Eberhardt went in there and sunk one in.
So that trims the lead to 4. Here comes another 3, and that's in. Wow, they are on fire. 3 3-pointers for Pelham.
For Pelham, that was Drew Brown sunk that one.
Well, that means that Goffstown's really going to need to do a better job on the perimeter defense. Again, you don't see a lot of players flashing through the paint. It's mostly perimeter passing.
Yeah.
And that's a turnover, and that's going to go
Pelham's way.
To Pelham. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you, Bob, I watched a lot of these games this year. And, one thing I noticed is that in high school basketball, whether it's boys or girls, it's really a perimeter game. Not a whole lot of low post players. They certainly don't pass the ball in the interior. It's not like the basketball of old.
No.
Nice interior pass. Great passes by Pelham.
Oh, yeah.
They just cannot get it to go, but really good looks there.
Does seem to be more of a 3-point game with the high schools. And, I'd like to see it go back to driving to the basket.
Yeah, you just don't see that. It's mostly perimeter 3-pointers. It's kind of
close your eyes and shoot.
Hate to say it, but to me it's kind of boring.
Yep.
And another
nice
3 by Pelham. So holy cow, there are shooting the lights out here early in the first.
Yep, Drew Brown put up another one, so that's 2 for him.
At some point, you got to go out and challenge the shooters. Goffstown hasn't done that. They're letting them put these shots up. And that's
Taylor
in
took a shot.
and out
Good
and
shot,
back
Taylor
in again.
French.
So that's what I was talking about. You got to flash a player into the paint, and they did it there. Here comes another one. Long rebound, and that should be Goffstown's ball because it went off blue, and I got that one right for the first time. Eberhardt will inbound the ball.
You got Matthew over to Taylor French.
Yeah, that's a good drive.
Let's see him bring it up. There you go.
Oh, he misses a bunny.
Oh, he got it back.
Got it
That's
back.
good. That's the kind of aggression you
There
need
you
under
go.
the basket.
Great second effort
Taylor French.
by French, a senior. Could be his last. Well, it will be his last game. They were not making the playoffs, so again, you got to get out
Another
there.
Three-pointer and
That hit the.
Good job.
That should have been a dead whistled ball because it hit the strap. But Goffstown trails by 6. That's because Pelham has just crushed it in terms of hitting from the outside. 4 3-pointers. Again, you got to flash through the paint, and then from there you can create.
There you go. Goffstown's got to get more movement.
Yeah.
Too much standing around.
He had an open shot.
Move around.
That one you could take, but not a big fan of the skip passes that go cross court. Eberhardt had a chance on that one to drive.
Here we go. Oh. I would have liked to see Teagan go up with that.
There's a shot now for Schwinnard. And he
nice
makes it.
shot.
A 3-pointer by Carter Schwinnard, another senior. So Goffstown is back in this one, trailing by 3. Great defense.
Nice. That was Taylor blocking that one.
And that's going to be a backcourt violation. So good defense by Goffstown. Coach Gasper's got to be pleased with the defensive effort.
So it's a timeout, Pelham.
You know, it's really difficult, Bob, to, in these situations, when a team is shooting as well as Pelham was, it's hard to, to kind of stop that. But, you got to go out and pressure them. You got to jump out there on those 3-point shots. Just don't let them shoot it. You got to contest them.
That's true. And Goffstown, the guys should be very relaxed. I mean, they're not playing for anything. There's no playoff position at stake here. They got to go out there and just have a good time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're try to play as competitive as possible.
Be nice and aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they were aggressive, they made some steals and made a couple good shots. But like you said, they do got to get more aggressive in the paint. The perimeter play. Yeah, and that's the thing is what happens is these teams are playing like zone defenses, and when you play a zone, the way to break that zone is you got to have people flash through the paint. Here comes a 3. Short. And that's an over the back. Short by Matthew.
It's going to be an over the back. And let's see who that's on. That's on number 34 for Pelham.
34 for Pelham. That would be Dylan Andrews.
Yeah, see, number 24, Collins, that's a foul. He has got to be a little bit more aggressive in that low post, want the ball. And so far, this way, when you get that ball in the low post, they're going to collapse on you. Then you throw the ball back out to an open shooter. Nice pass.
It was a
what
nice
a beautiful pass
right
by
into
Collins
Matthew
into Eberhardt. That's what you want to see.
Back out.
Again, you got to jump out. You got to extend
him a little
right.
bit.
You got to extend that defense, Bob.
There we go. Oh, good job.
34's got good position down low, but they didn't see him. And here comes another open jumper if they want it. 21 right here.
Well, they're contesting a little, which
yep,
is
they
good.
are.
So
they're getting out there a little bit. And one. So number 35 for Pelham, that is
He's not even on here.
He is not even on here, but it is. I think it's Andrews. I'm sorry, it was Jake Kyron. The number changed.
Oh, okay.
Am I right on that? Number 35 on my book? He was the one above 34. They changed his number.
Yep, it's Jake, yes.
And he misses, and a great rebound. See, that's just inexcusable. You know, getting, that means you're not boxing.
Well, Jake's doing a good job
and
down there.
That's a foul. I don't like that at all. That was a foul on number 34. He literally pushed the Goffstown player out of the way to get it. But that is not hustle play for the Goffstown Grizzlies, that's for sure. You got to box out your man. That's short.
Yeah. Good takedown there by Taylor.
Taylor French.
Oh, fortunately, Miles made a quick pass. Teagan wasn't ready for it.
Well, Teagan double dribble. Teagan has got to be a little bit more precise with his passes. He's playing a little bit sloppy right now. He's a quality player. Just got to focus in a little bit more. 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
Nice shot by Teagan there.
So good job by Teagan Collins, and that trims the lead to 1 point. So despite really hot shooting by Pelham, they've cooled off as of late, and Goffstown has executed well, and they're within 1.
And they're lucky to be within 1, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
Scott.
But as you can see, they're extending.
Nice. Oh.
Yep. Good play, though.
They almost stole that one.
I don't like that one. That's
nice. Look at it. What a pass.
And unfortunately, I missed that, so I apologize.
It was basically Gavin.
And that's going to count. That is going to count.
3.
So, wow, buzzer to buzzer. I apologize, folks. I did not get that basket by. It was a no-look pass by a Goffstown player for a layup. And, again,
it was Gavin Collins passing to Matthew Eberhardt.
Yeah,
boy, I'll tell you, I'm not built for stats and color at the same time.
Well, I do it all the time, Bob. Come on, you're getting paid you're getting paid handsomely for this.
That's true. We all know, Scott, though, you're much better than I am.
I will tell you this, though. I do not like being this high up because, unfortunately, we're getting too many of the columns here.
Yep.
And I think if we go down in the bleachers, Bob, by about 2 or 3 more rows, which I don't know if we will be able to, we have a little better angles. But
that's true.
So Goffstown trails 17-14. They would have been up, but it was a last-second
17-15
chuck, and then that was a 3-pointer. So Pelham has 5 3-pointers.
5 3-pointers, correct.
Unbelievable.
And 2 of those 3-pointers were made by
let's see what we got.
Drew
now
Brown.
We got some substitutions for Goffstown. In for the game is number 20, Aaron O'Melia. Eberhardt stays on the court. Collins is on the court. Number 3 is in the game, Will Kennedy and Miles Green. O'Melia is going to play guard. And let's see if they do a little better job kind of flashing. Again, you're going to see, there you go. That's it. Beautiful play. Great play by Miles Green. Again, that's that hole cutting through the middle. And that's going to be now an opportunity for a 3-point play for Miles Green. And if he can hit a free throw, make sure you get this one marked up on our stats sheet, Bob.
Yeah, certainly, give it a try.
We are counting on you.
Well, don't.
And that's out.
You just missed that one. So.
So Goffstown's in a zone, a 3-2 zone. Again, another 3. That's up and
okay.
Rebound, and see what happens. That's going to be a foul on
the rebound. William Kennedy, number 12.
Number 21.
Oh, 21.
21 for Pelham. That is their 4th foul.
Right, and that's guard Derek Crowley.
And Goffstown only has 1 team foul, folks. So the score is 17-17. I apologize for not having the graphics, but we can't do it all tonight. And was that a travel? It was.
We might be able to do it all now.
Well, now we can because Kevin is here, and he is the guy who can do anything.
Good.
So
and Scott can go back to keeping stats.
So we are lucky because we haven't been keeping any scores or anything like that. So Kevin will be able to hook us up eventually on this stuff. So, Bob, I'm just going to ask if I can kind of duck underneath that cord.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. There we go. Now this is a lot better. So
yes, it is. So
Kevin,
hopefully you people at home will see a better
comes to the rescue. Kevin, I screwed up. I missed like an unbelievable play because I was so fixated on the call that I just missed it. And so, no, it's okay, Kevin. It goes to show how much we value you and we appreciate you. So this must have been, what, a technical foul?
Looks like a technical foul. So the Pelham got it, and he
strokes it. That's number 5. And he got one there, and he misses the other one. And first quarter.
So it'll be Pelham's ball.
So Pelham now leads by 1, 18-17. Again, Goffstown's in at 3-2. You got to extend though, because this team can shoot. So you got to
force them. Yep.
Yep. And again, I'm curious to see. They got a big guy, number 35 in the low post, to see if he gets anything down low.
Yep, that's Jake down there.
We call him Big Jake.
Big Jake.
Looks like a football player. Nice crossover.
It is.
And that's a push-off. That should be,
they got it.
They call it. So that's an offensive foul by number 5. And that should be a 6th foul. I don't know why they didn't put it up on the board. It should be. So the next one should be in the bonus for Goffstown. And there's Collins, and he's flashing through. And there's Eberhardt flashing through. Quick dish off.
Back to William Kennedy.
And O'Mealy with a sloppy pass.
Tried to get it back, wasn't quick enough. So Goffstown, again,
and that could have easily been a blocking foul on O'Mealy, but they didn't call it. He kind of shoved his leg out there.
Right. Pelham's ball.
So far, I got to say, I'm pretty pleased with Goffstown's defense. They're a little quicker to the wings to defend the shots.
Yeah, after the first 2 or 3 minutes, Scott, they seemed to pick it up.
Yeah.
Those threes would have killed them if they kept playing the same way.
You know, when you play a zone, you got to have your hands up. You got to defend those interior passes.
And most importantly, if they're sinking threes, you got to rush them. You got to get out there on them.
It's all about the footwork. Defense is all about moving your feet. He almost picked up his pivot. And that's an open jump shot right there if you want it. He passes up. That's number 5.
Yep, that's Drew Brown.
Yep.
And Drew Brown's hit a couple threes tonight.
Here comes a jumper, number 21, and that's in there.
Yep, that's Derek Crowley from Pelham.
They're just deadly from three-point land.
Yep, they have the range. There's a couple of them that certainly have the range.
So that's number 6 for them, right?
All the more reason to be. Oh, there we go. We got our own three-pointer. That's William Kennedy. Put one up.
That's what you say, Will Kennedy. No, he gets a 3. So now we got a 21-20 lead for Pelham with about 5 minutes to go in the second.
Goffstown's got to be aware of who has that ball because they have guys that have the range that are hitting those three-pointers. So,
and that's a foul, number 3,
no shot.
Will Kennedy.
Okay, good.
On the floor. I tell you, I like the way the refs are calling this game, letting some stuff go, but they're calling the stuff that they need to. In checks in number 5, Jack Kelly for Goffstown.
Yeah, you don't want a game where they're calling all the ticky-tack
Exactly.
stuff,
the game goes so slow. And
so Pelham's going to bring it in here.
And here comes another 3 by 5.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he has not missed a three-pointer yet. That's Drew Brown again, Scott.
That's Brown.
At least his third three-pointer.
They're going to call him downtown Drew Brown, nailing the 3.
And here goes William Kennedy.
And he turns it over.
And Pelham does
I give it right back
break.
to 5, man. Give it right back to him. He can't miss.
So you got to stay up close on him.
Yeah, but Kennedy's got to go on him closer.
He does.
You got it. Right. Here comes a high screen. Someone's got to go up on him. Right.
There you go. Sometimes you just want to scream it out, Scott, but can't do that as a fan.
Great job.
Nice block.
Yep. Miles Green, good
Miles
footwork.
Green came in.
I like the way O'Melia's defending, too. He's getting out there quick, using his feet. Got to get the hands up, boys. Hands up.
Well, it's like you said, Scott. Defense is about work and keeping the feet moving.
That's a miss. Long rebound. That's the thing, though. When you
great rebound there.
He traveled. When you shoot a lot of three-pointers, if you miss very, very long rebounds, it's hard for the defense when you get long rebounds. So Goffstown trails by 4, and really largely due to the just exceptional three-point shooting, mostly by number 5, Brown.
I think it's important.
Nice pass.
That was
beautiful pass.
That's what you need.
I'll tell you something.
Down low, and Miles Green put it up.
Right. Tegan Collins to Miles Green. That's about the second or third time that they have done that. Yeah. I like the defense of number 5. Jack Kelly, hands her up. And then see O'Melia quickly out there.
Yep, he did go out there
he did.
fast.
He contested. The problem is they focus on the strong side, and then it's the backside pass. Usually see to number 5. That's where they get burned. They rotate really quick, and that's a number 5 for our team. Kelly didn't hustle enough on that one.
Yep, and Brown did. So he got the ball, and Pelham now gets another opportunity.
That's
nice block.
Behind the back dribble by Collins. He knows that he's not the guard, so he gives it up to Will Kennedy. Will Kennedy's got to put a little bit more oomph on these bounce passes, so they're going to get stolen.
And,
I like that. Here comes a 3.
Nope. He's going to go in. That's good. Drive to the basket.
He just put a little too much oomph on that one. That's going to be a reach-in foul. A little bit of an unnecessary foul there by number 5, Kelly. That'll be the team's 3rd foul. Goffstown trails by 2 points with under 3 minutes to play until the half. And in checks the Steck. Derek Stekowicz.
The Big D.
Big D in the game. Taylor French in the game, number 23. Now they're still playing that 3-2.
Big
but
D
a little bit more,
nice
but a little bit more beef. And I like the fact that you got a little bit more muscle inside. See, I like that. I like the way French plays too. He's like, get out of the paint. You're not welcome here. And that's a kickball. Good defense by Kennedy.
Right.
But I love the way that both Stekowicz and French are playing, because they got some low post players, and finally we're seeing a little bit of.
You got some beef down low, and you got to take advantage of it.
You want to see that, man. I like the 3-pointers, but I want to see a little bit of muscle here.
And what you got to, the rest of the defense should take advantage of that.
That's going to be an over the back on 34. It should be. Let's see if they get it right. 3-4. And you know why that happened? I'll tell you why that happened. Because Taylor French, great footwork to get back into rebounding position. And if it wasn't for that hustle, he wouldn't have gotten that over the back call. And Green with the ball up top of the key. Here comes a
Kennedy,
long three for Kennedy.
Three-pointer.
Wow. Will Kennedy, that's his second 3, right?
Yes, that's his second, and he's doing good.
So that's his forte, I guess, is the 3.
One of the things, Scott, that should happen now with the beef down low, that's a nice play. The other defenders have to be more aggressive up top.
That's a really good play by the guard, Blake Wolkel. He gets 2 on that one. Kennedy has to just be careful of ball control.
Oh, it's a little travel there.
See, that's the thing is Will has a really good 3-point shot. He's got to work on just being more protective of the ball. And that's going to come in time. You know, Will, he's a junior. He'll be back next year.
And he'll be expected to be one of the leaders on the team then.
And Stekowicz, tough defense. That ball was dribbled out of bounds on the baseline, so it'll be Goffstown's ball. They trailed by 1. A really good effort by the Goffstown Grizzlies tonight. A really good hustle tonight.
What did you say Pelham's record was, Scott?
They were 9-8.
9-8.
So they're going to make the playoffs. Goffstown is unfortunately 2-15. They won't be. And a nice play by Taylor French. And that's his strength. You know, he's a strong guy, and he just likes to take it to the hole.
Be aggressive.
So Goffstown leads now 27-26. Again, good job extending, but you got to watch that backside because Pelham is excellent at and that's you know what? That's just a fortuitous bounce to number 2, Blake Wokel. He's in the right place at the right time. They're up now by 1 point. Will Kennedy. I see him go to the hoop again. There you go.
Nice.
And they cannot stop him. I'm telling you.
No, not when he really wants it.
Right. He does a great job positioning his body between himself and the defender. And so far, they've have no answer for him. 20 seconds.
That puts Goffstown ahead by 1.
Let's see.
So let's see if they can hold on to that lead going into the half.
Right, you got to stay out there on the shooters. That's a block.
Nice.
Stekowicz with the rebound. Passes it up, but a sloppy pass. 8 seconds. Going over number 5. He's wide open. Nice up fake.
Oh.
All right, good look, though.
It was a good look.
Nice job by French. He had a nice up fake. Got a good jumper off. Wasn't able to hit it. But Goffstown leads by 1, 29-28. And we're going to call it a half.
That's true.
All right, We'll be back.
Yep.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Scott Gross here for GTV. About 45 seconds left until we begin the second half. Just to give you a couple of statistics here. Will Kennedy with 6 points. Carter Schwinnard with 5. Miles Green with 4. Matt Eberhardt with 4. And the leading scorer so far for Goffstown is Taylor French with 8 points. And Tegan Collins with a bucket. So on the Pelham Python side, leading scorer so far is Drew Brown, number 5, with 10 points. But they've had some pretty balanced scoring too, Bob. Devin Tucci, he's got 7. Blake Wokel, number 2, he's 2 has 7 points, and Derek Crowley, number 21's got 6. So very balanced attack for the Pelham Pythons, and really, it's nice to see the distribution, Bob, of the ball. You know, so it's not like we got one person on either team that's just killing it. There's about 4 players on both teams that have scored about 6, 7, 8 points. So
right, and that's why Goffstown's defense has got to be aware of that. So they got to be aggressive still on top of the point.
So Derek Crowley will inbound the ball over to Brown. He's just been on fire in the first half. Again, an extended 3-2 zone.
And you got Taylor and Tegan down low, so they're going to be the key to keeping Pelham out of the paint.
Yeah, let's see if Pelham tries to get the ball inside. They really weren't that effective early on. They had a couple of nice plays to get it inside.
Yeah, they were with Big Jake. When Big Jake was out there, they were more aggressive about doing it. Nice steal by Taylor.
Yeah, that was French. Eberhardt with the ball on the wing. He dribbles around over to Carter Schwinnard. Yeah, not a whole lot of movement from Goffstown. Back to Eberhardt.
Back over to Carter out in the wing. Carter's got to drive that.
Yeah, I just don't like this. Like there's like not much movement whatsoever. It's like everybody's standing around like a zombie.
Yep.
And that's an air ball by Eberhardt. That's just it's just not good flow. They had really good energy in that first half, and this is like watching a zombie apocalypse that first headed down the court.
Yeah. At first they started to show patience, and then that's why you got to drive to the basket.
Yeah, that's why.
We had a couple opportunities to do that there, and we did not.
So far, they have not been able to stop Taylor French with 8 points. He's just went right down the middle every time. And that's out of bounds off of number 5.
Drew.
Yep. Drew Brown.
So Goffstown's ball and Carter
Eberhardt. And they're going to press. And not sure what Collins was doing. You got to get the ball over, my friend.
It is the kind of defense I like to see, though, Scott.
And he walked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Travel there from Taylor.
Yeah, I like to see teams press. It makes it interesting, no doubt about it. A little bit of a slow start for both teams with under 6.5 to play in the third.
And Goffstown still holds a 1-point lead.
So far, no team has scored so far in the first couple of minutes of this third.
Goffstown's doing a good job of holding the line and keeping them on the outside, so that's good. They're getting their arms up, so.
And Miles Green is doing a nice job.
Oh, that's almost a nice steal there from Matthew Eberhardt.
And
he did steal it now.
Yeah, he anticipated that pass and was able to get it.
Matthew's firing a 3, and that's short. That's short. And they just gave Drew Brown, they gave him too much time. They got to be careful with him. Somebody's got to really key on him. They left Taylor French open. Taylor's going to go in, and he puts one up. And there you go, Scott. That's driving to that basket. Goffstown can do this if they really put their mind to it. And once again, there's Drew Brown hitting a three-pointer on the outside.
That was a 3?
That was a 3. So it's 34-31. Miles Green's got the ball now.
I don't like that shot because nobody's underneath.
Right.
You know, I mean.
So Goffstown seems to be going back and forth, Scott, where they drive, make a good play, and then they kind of back off.
That's number 23 French with the foul. That is not a non-shooting foul. I would change up the lineup here if I'm Goffstown. I don't like this combination.
Oh, nice. Oh, Carter almost stole that ball from Drew Brown. I mean, very aggressive, and they got to get on this kid early. He's hitting threes. He's in the zone.
So Eberhardt comes back and gets the rebound, but he has not had judicious shots. I hate to say it. He's hasn't even come close on his 2 jump shots that he's attempted in this third. And Collins just looks like he's almost lost on the court. I don't understand it. He doesn't. It looks like he doesn't know where to go on the offensive side of the ball, and he did a really super job. His strength is passing the ball inside, and that's going to be a foul on French. That'll be, I think, his
second at least.
Well, let me see how many he's got. Yeah, that'll be his second. Yep, Goffstown's second team foul. But the strength of what I saw from Tegan Collins is that he's really good at, passing from the outside. That's short, number 34.
And Michael Judd's going to come into the game now, take out Taylor French. So give him a little rest.
And Judd can shoot.
Yeah, and he's a good
defender.
Another tall body, so hopefully a good rebounder here.
So now Goffstown trails by 4. You can't let this one get away from you. So that's been the MO of Goffstown's team. They play tough, and then all of a sudden they get a sloppy third or a sloppy fourth, and they lose games. And it's just all about consistency. Eberhardt wants another opportunity to shoot the ball, and he's just not hitting it. So he's not feeling the love.
And there's that Drew Brown again.
Right. So, that's the problem. You put a jump shot up like that, and you don't get back on defense. It's like double trouble.
It is, and Goffstown seems to be doing better.
Charge.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully number 34 is okay, because he took a shot, and he gets up, but he took a shot. That's Dylan Andrews. Hopefully he's all right. He's trying to shake off his wrist. 6-point lead, and I'm telling you right now, if Pelham scores on this offensive possession, we got to call a timeout because the momentum is not on our side. And this is horrible right here.
It looks like they are going to score right here.
And
oh, no, nice
thank
block.
God Judd had his hands up on that one. But they look a little out of sorts, Goffstown does right now on defense.
Yeah, they don't look like they have it all figured out here. And the scorers call timeout. I think there's probably some question on the foul by Carter.
The beauty of commentating is we can play like Monday morning quarterback, make believe we're the coach. But
the game's always easy up here, Scott.
I really like O'Melia in the game. And I liked O'Melia because he has really good footwork getting to the wings on the defensive side of the ball. And if you see, he's not on the court right now. And I don't think that their defense is as strong because of it.
Well, he's certainly been playing aggressive when he had his opportunities out there. Oh,
beautiful play.
Yes, it was. And
then 34.
We're not aggressive enough for those rebounds.
Yeah, so
let that happen.
Tegan Collins is just watching right now. And Tegan, he's a senior. Come on, it's your last game. You got to step it up. Got to step it up.
And
And one.
That's good. Beautiful.
So Eberhardt goes to the hole, and he gets fouled, and he'll go on the line for a 3-point play to hopefully cut this lead to 5.
Again, Scott, if Goffstown plays aggressive and goes to the basket, good things have seemed to be happening for him. So,
but but you have to have the players on the court who like to go to the basket. That's the key. You got a lot of guys on the court right now who like to shoot 3-pointers. Eberhardt makes his foul shot.
So 3-point play. Goffstown wisely. I think it's a good timeout, Scott.
I do
here.
too.
This is a good time to do it.
I'd like to see O'Malley get back on the court. And again, I think you want to give a little bit of a, I don't know what the deal is with Colby Putnam, but he's another guy who slashes. You know, he's a guy who drives to the hole. He hasn't played not even a wink in this game. Not sure why. I don't know if he's hurt. And looks like Stekowicz. Is he going to check in? I can't tell. No.
I think he's getting a drink, but that'd be nice. They did seem to play well when they had
him and French
down low.
Down low. Well, when you have both French and Stekowicz down low, you're also getting a little more muscle in there, a little more beef, and they're getting the rebound. So
right, and it's a lot harder for Pelham to drive. So, and this is good. I like to see this.
So now the Goffstown's
going to
press
a little bit, and they can't leave these guys wide open.
And he walked though.
Oh,
he traveled. Yeah.
But they can't, thank God it was a travel, but they can't leave these guys wide open down there. When you press, you still got to be aware of the guys behind you.
Now you're going to see a press for Pelham. 2 minutes, 46 seconds in the third. Eberhardt with the ball. Again, someone should go high. That's it. And now
Teagan's working it out.
Teagan is a good open floor dribbler for a guy his size. But see how he just hangs waiting for a 3?
Oh,
and
nice
Eberhardt
play.
lays it high off the glass.
And he went in. He went into the paint again, Scott. And I like to see this. The press, Goffstown's going to be nice and aggressive. They're keeping him in there. And they got to keep him out of the paint. And
got to get the rebounds
again.
Though. I mean, that's just got to get the rebounds.
I like the aggressiveness, though, Scott.
Travel again.
That's true. Same.
And he's having some trouble.
Yep.
That's number 34, Dylan Andrews. That's probably the second.
At least the second time in the past minute.
You got it. 2:08 to go. Goffstown's having a hard time getting the ball in.
It's over to Eberhardt. And Eberhardt
got to spread the
back
court.
To Teagan. So Teagan's got to work this down. Oh, wow. That was a scary pass
it was.
there. And again. Oh,
and
yes,
one.
You got to love it.
Matt Eberhardt.
Matthew. And again, so just like Taylor French was doing in the first, Eberhardt is driving to the basket, so that's what we want to see.
7 points in this quarter alone, and he'll go to the line.
They got an opportunity to get 8 right here.
Right,
and Goffstown could use it. It'll tie up the game. And there we go. Beautiful.
Eberhardt with 12 points leads Goffstown.
And again, they're staying aggressive. They're in the press.
But you got to be careful. Now 5 is wide open down below. Luckily, they got back in time.
And he's still wide open on the wing, and he's only missed a couple threes.
You got to watch for 34. He's getting wide open, but unfortunately, he's been traveling. But he's getting good position. Here comes a jump shot.
And it was good rebounding. There you go.
Tie game here, 39 all.
And Teagan's working down, and it looks like he's going to drive to the basket. And yes, he got
one.
See,
that is his. Listen, that's a great play by Collins. That's his strength. He can dribble well in the open court, but unfortunately, what he does, he stays on the wing and is inactive. He's the guy that you want to shake and bake.
Yep. And
he's very long. You know what I'm saying? He's a tall kid, very long arms.
And he can handle the ball.
Yes.
He handles the ball well.
But you know what it is with basketball, Bob? It's like you got to take advantage of players' strengths, and a player like Collins is really good in the open court for a guy his size dribbling the ball, and he only needs like 2 or 3 steps to go to the hoop. Guy like Taylor French, strong, likes to muscle it up. Same thing, going to the hoop. There's no answer right now for Pelham in terms of defending, the dribble penetration and going to the hole. They have not been able. Have you seen that? I haven't.
No, I mean, they like I said, good things have happened every time Goffstown has driven into the paint. So, obviously that's hopefully what the coaching staff's pointing out to them now.
Yeah, and I think it's that.
Bring it in down low and not worry about these 3-pointers.
Goffstown is doing very well in what we'll call the transition, the rebound and the open court. when they have to go into a set offense, not so much.
Yeah, so they seem to be, when they're in the set offense, they seem to be going for that perfect pass.
So now we got number 5, Jack Kelly. He's in. And
again, Goffstown staying aggressive in the press, so that's good.
Gotta be careful. And they did a good job getting back on that.
But they got to get up there. Got to get the hands up.
Nice play, and that's going to be a foul on 34. I really like Will Kennedy. He was aggressive on that rebound.
Could have hurt him because that Drew Brown was the one who went up for the shot, and he's been lights out for Pelham. That's his 3rd foul on number 35, Dylan Andrews. He's having a tough night tonight, Scott.
Yeah.
For Pelham. He had a couple travels there, and
got to get over half
3
court.
fouls.
There you go, Kennedy. Nice pass.
Nice. And he hit the 3. Tyler hit the 3.
That's Green, right?
Yep. Oh, yep, Miles Green.
So it's a 5-point lead for Goffstown, and they press again. A shot by Brown. No good.
Nice rebounding. See,
Judd with the ball.
Good now.
Oh, it's stolen.
Sloppy play.
Don't foul him.
Jinxed him. Nice. Miles Green came back and got that ball,
okay, you want to settle it down now. You want to settle it down. Settle it down.
Oh.
Sloppy pass.
And that's out of bounds.
Oh, well, good hustle by Pelham, but
good hustle by Blake.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know what? You got to love that hustle by number. We got to give shout out to him, Blake Wokel. Hopefully he's okay, but man, if you're a coach, his coach is pretty pleased with the effort there. Kennedy's got to be careful. See, here we go again. You know, Kennedy, he just does not, unfortunately, it's the ball control, you know.
Yeah, you got to make sure you secure that ball.
Right, and unfortunately, you know, Kennedy sometimes is prone to the turnover.
Oh.
Love the play by Kennedy on that one. So I gave him a little bit of grief on one play, but he did an awesome job on that, blocking out 3 Pelham players so they couldn't get the rebound. Really heads-up play by Will Kennedy. I just think a guy like Kennedy, he's got a lot of potential.
Oh,
you know, he's got a lot of potential. I think he just needs a little bit more experience at a varsity level, but he can stroke the ball from the outside. I think he kind of knows where to go, but I just think sometimes it's like the headiness of the game where you got to be smart with the ball.
Right. No, you got to be able to protect that ball. That's where it's like football, Scott.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think for him, you know, a little bit more upper body strength, I think he's going to be a force. I mean, so next year when he comes back, but he's got the shot. There's no doubt about that.
Right. He knows how to hit him.
So Goffstown leads by 5 heading into the 4th.
Well, what I liked about this, Scott, is they were a lot more aggressive on defense.
Yeah. They're pressing.
Halfway through the quarter, they started pressing. They seemed to play well. First couple times I was really worried about the people getting in behind them, but they seem to clean that up a little bit. So they're playing much better defensively. They're getting some turnovers, and they're doing a fast break. They're breaking out real quickly. So if they could be clean up offensively a little bit, we'll be in good shape. But again, going to the hole is the important thing, and 2-pointers can be just as good as the 3-pointers. They all count.
I agree. And I think you hit the nail on the head. I think so far, Goffstown's done very well in that transition game. You know, so looks like Goffstown will inbound the ball.
Inbound this.
Again, I'm just a little surprised. I just haven't seen O'Melia on the court. Haven't seen Chouinard. Haven't seen Eberhardt. Maybe he's saving them for the final 6 minutes. Again, you got to be smart. No turnovers here.
Oh, nice into French.
And he missed it.
Again, but he went up and got it. He was aggressive.
2-on-1 here. Open shot. He fades. Step back 3. Misses it.
Oh, boy, yeah.
And number 4, that's Mercier, has the ball. So second chance opportunity for Pelham.
And Mercier Mercier probably screwed up a little in there. He should have took that right up to the basket. Instead, he threw it out.
And that's a three-pointer by number 3, right?
Yep.
Devin Tucci. Cuts Goffstown lead to 2. French with the ball. And he
nice. Oh,
almost threw it away. Kennedy wants the three-pointer, but it wasn't there. Screen.
It is now, and he oh, and look at that. See, French.
There you go. That's why you need
right
him
under the
in
basket.
the game. He has been a consistent player for Goffstown. Here comes the press one more time.
And you're forcing Pelham to make these long passes down the court. But it's good to see. Oh, another three-pointer, and he hit it. He hit it.
This team, I'm telling you, they're deadly. Now it's a 1-point lead.
It's Devin Tucci hit the three-pointers there for the Pythons.
You got 10 seconds to get the ball over. You cannot be jerking around here. And they're lucky on that one because Will Kennedy was like a freight train going down the court. And here comes Eberhardt.
Eberhardt's checking back in. And big number 34, Dylan Andrews, is coming back in for the Pythons. And they're going to try to put him on French to try to slop him, slow him down. But he's already got 3 fouls tonight, so.
Sloppy. I was into Collins. Just couldn't 2-on-1. You got to watch out. Oh, that's going to be off of Collins. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left, folks, in the game. And Goffstown leads 46-45. Great game, Bob.
It is a good game. It's started out a little slow. It's got a lot better now. And
he wants another 3.
Oh, nice. Taylor French.
He just hands it over to him.
Yep.
Another 3 from 21, and that is no good. Same team.
And Tegan
Collins looks up court. Charge on Goffstown. Offensive foul on.
I think it's on Tegan. And that's his.
It's on 23. That's on French.
24.
I gave it a 24. Tegan. Okay.
So, like I told you, Scott, you got to trust me, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Under 6 minutes to go here. This is now where you want, if you're the coach for Goffstown, this is when you use your timeouts if you don't like what you're seeing on defense or offense. These are young players, and they need the coaching.
Goffstown's doing a good job of keeping them to the perimeter. They can keep those hands up. And once again, I'll tell you, that kid is really good. That
he's
Drew Brown. He's been hitting them from the outside.
That's
he hit another three-pointer.
6 3-pointers for him.
And again, Goffstown's just got to be patient here and try to work it down low. And if they can drive to the basket, I think it's their best bet.
But I want to see that's a sloppy pass. I don't like that. Good. Thank you, Coach Gasper, for calling a timeout. I appreciate it because your team was not in a good rhythm. And as a matter of fact, I think you want to think more, Bob, about getting the ball into what was doing very well for you, and that would be Taylor French.
Taylor French?
Getting the ball. I mean, he missed a couple of shots down below, but he's got great position, and they have no answer for him.
Well, the thing is, too, when he did miss those shots, he went back up and got his own rebound a couple times. And the other one is to watch, too, who seems to be playing pretty aggressive, is Matthew Eberhardt. He's gone in, and he's driven to the paint, and when he's doing that, he's been effective. Pelham is having a hard time underneath the basket, so Goffstown's got to take advantage of it. And once again, though, defensively, Scott, like we mentioned earlier in the first quarter, they have to get out on these guys when Pelham obviously likes to shoot the threes, and they have people like Brown who are hitting them. They got to get on these. They got to get on that kid really early. They got to.
Green will inbound the ball over to French. No, I'm sorry, to Collins. I apologize. Eberhardt now up at the top of the key.
And
Collins
nice set up for a
beautiful
two-pointer.
Yeah,
that
beautiful
was really
stroke
good.
there.
They did it nice and slow and set a nice one up.
That was a really nice stroke.
Okay, so Goffstown's backing off a little, but what they got to do is they got to force them up top high, and they don't want to stay behind the line too much, particularly here on Brown. They're keying in on Brown, the Pythons, and that's going to be their key to winning.
Yeah, but you have to stay on him. Let somebody else beat you. I mean. In that case, it's number 3. So Tucci is on fire, by the way. He has scored 8 points in this fourth quarter. And that extends the lead to 2.
Two of those 8s are three-pointers,
yeah,
I think. So.
Right.
And there goes Matthew with a nice three-pointer, Matthew Everhart.
He did not even jump on that.
He did not.
That was a flat-footed three-point shot for Goffstown. Will take a 1-point lead. Again, you got to get up on these guys. And that's Miles Green with the foot kick.
Looked like it was thrown into his foot.
Yeah, but you hear Coach Gasper, he's screaming, you got to get up on these three-point shooters. You cannot give them, a good, clean look. You got to get your hands up there. But it's more than just hands, Bob. It's your feet, your footwork.
Well, that's it. Staying aggressive, coming at them, force them to make a
here
shot
we go
they
again.
don't want to make.
Screen.
And once again, wide open. He's not missing them when he's wide open.
That's his 7th three-pointer. But on that time, he got a little bit of help because he got a screen on that particular one. Sloppy pass. I don't know who did that. Was that Collins? 24? That long pass? That wasn't even close. Somebody's got to go up high.
You got to inbound it. And there we go. Okay, Matthew Everhart.
That's
there we go.
it.
He's going to drive in. And
he's got pushed before he went to the hoop.
So
22. That'll be, is it 22? There was no.
It is number 2. Number
two.
2. And that's his second foul of the night. And that was before the shot, I guess they're ruling. So he isn't going to the line. Oh, nice shot there. That was beautiful.
That's
William Kennedy. And again, nice standing still.
That's his shtick, His deal is that kid can stroke the ball.
Once again, I think Goffstown's going to be hurt if they don't get out on these guys on the perimeter.
Right, and that's
faster.
the challenge. Is that
they got to get out on them.
But that's
faster.
why I liked O'Melia, because O'Melia had the footwork to get it done.
Nice. Teagan picked up the ball, got a good rebound there, and I think Goffstown's just slow it down a little bit and let's set something up. And there we go. Teagan driving to the basket.
Nice job. See, that is
a good job.
But that's his deal. You got to know what you're good at.
Yeah. No, he's definitely.
He's a good person to drive to the hoop. He's long. He's tall, and look how long his arms are.
Well, he's nice and aggressive. You could take advantage of some of these smaller players on the Pythons up front.
So he'll be shooting 2, and he makes his first.
That puts Goffstown ahead, 55-53. 3 minutes left in the quarter.
And thank you. O'Melia's in the game. I love that because I think defensively, he's a difference maker.
Oh, he's certainly a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a miss.
It is. So
and
now let's get him on the
lead.
outside. You can even see it now. They're over the line, Scott. They're keeping them way outside, and that's good. And look at that. See
where O'Melia was, though?
Yep.
Okay? O'Melia was on the shooter. Okay? That's a phenomenal shot by Blake Wokel, but he was on him.
Right. And there goes Teagan right in again.
French with the rebound, and they're going to call that a jump ball. That'll be Python's ball with a 1-point lead under 2.5 minutes here, folks.
You're right. I mean, hey, you got to give the Pythons credit. They made a good shot.
Yeah, I mean.
O'Melia was right on them. If they played it defensively, they played it well.
So, Bob, according to my stats here, they have hit 5 3-point shots in the fourth quarter. I mean.
It's a difference in the game.
Well, they've made.
Game, all their three-pointers. They're hitting a lot of them.
They hit 14 3-point shots, Bob. They've hit more threes than they have twos by far.
Yeah.
So, if you're Goffstown, you got to have defenders on the court that are going to defend the three and let them beat you down low, and we have not really, again, that's why I like O'Melia in the game, because I think his footwork getting out to those shooters is their best chance.
Oh, he's certainly a lot more aggressive out there, and that's what you need.
And here's the thing with O'Melia. O'Melia, I think, is quicker to the ball, and he gets his hands up, and he's taller. So he makes it a little bit more difficult for those shooters to stroke it. And that last one by Blake Wokel, I mean, that was over O'Melia's hands. I mean, that's
just a perfect shot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it was just a great shot. So it'll be
And Big Jake for Plymouth is coming back out there, and he's probably trying to answer for Amelia.
Yeah.
You got to have strength for strength on there.
Well, I don't know if he's an Amelia. He's more. He'll be the Taylor.
Well, he's
going
to be under the basket. The point is, he's going to be under the basket, and
looks like Collins will have his number.
And it looks to me like
so now
they
we're
have
playing
Amelia on Brown.
Yeah, so
Scott,
they're just.
If you notice that
right.
he's glued to him.
Yep.
He's really not even paying
so
attention.
So they're playing
where the
a
ball
2-2 zone, and Amelia is going to be on. Is going to be on 5.
Yep. Amelia's
so it's
covering Drew Brown. They're not going to let it. If they lose, they're not going to lose by Drew Brown.
Right.
Which is good. So Goffstown again being very aggressive. It's less than 2 minutes to go in the game now. Down by 1. So Goffstown doesn't have to panic here. And just force them to make a bad shot.
Another
then
3.
You got to get the rebound. And beautiful job by Teagan jumping up over Big Jake, getting that rebound.
So nice job coaching by Mike Gasper, putting Amelia, who I think is their standout defensive player, on number 5.
Drew Brown, and Teagan's taking
Holy
a nice
cow,
two-pointer.
Teagan Collins.
He just turned around and dropped that in.
Beautiful jump shot. What a stroke. Timeout.
Timeout Plymouth.
Man, he has got for a big guy, he has a stroke.
He just turned around and dropped it in. He laid that right down. That was a very good shot. No question.
He's got some skills too. I think with him, it's all about consistency. You know, I mean, like when he is on, I mean, he's unstoppable.
Well, he certainly has been unstoppable when he's driving to the paint.
No, but I'm saying, like, but if you see, like, that shot right there, that is a sweet-looking jump shot. I mean, perfect form on that. I think where he gets into trouble is I think sometimes he tries to do too much.
Yeah, he tries to overplay the ball.
Yeah.
So, no, you're right.
So Goffstown has a 1-point lead, and then they'll have the ball, too. Or am I wrong, or am I off on that?
No, Plymouth should have the ball.
Not Plymouth, it's Pelham.
Pelham.
Yeah.
Pelham should have the ball. They called the timeout.
Okay. So Pelham with the ball with 1:20 to go. So you'll be seeing a lot of different timeout, different looks here, potentially.
And, again, Amelia is all over Drew Brown, and that's the perfect matchup for if you're Goffstown, you got to like it. I like Amelia watching him, and Drew Brown's got the ball now, and Amelia's right out high on
Watch
him.
the high screen. And there won't be a high screen. Okay, let's see. Down low.
And Tucci's shooting again, and that's short. Amelia got the rebound. They got to help him out. Oh.
And a foul on the floor. That'll be Goffstown. So that's a toughie because Amelia had it.
Amelia had it, but the problem was a lot of the defenders then started breaking out. Nobody was there to help them.
But, okay, when you're the coach, too, you got to be looking here, and that's a situation where you can call a timeout. You got plenty of them.
Right.
Okay? That was it. You don't want to give the ball up in that situation. Amelia's all over Brown. And I don't know if Brown doesn't really have the ability to dribble penetrate, so I think that's a good decision.
Well, even if he does, I don't know if he's going to do it against Amelia. There's a big size discrepancy there.
And that is a foul. It'll be a 2 shots.
Fouls on Teagan.
Yep, 2 shots for Pelham number 2.
That's Teagan's third, I think.
Yeah, no one's really in foul trouble here.
That's the second.
It is Goffstown's 6th team foul, though. So the next foul, Pelham will be in the bonus. Yep. So big 2 shots here for Blake Wokel, and he makes his first. So it's a tie game. And you wonder, does Goffstown just, kill clock and just go for 1, You follow? Just, like.
I think it's important now they got the ball. I think it's important to work it down there slow and set up that shot, make the basket. And then
but my point is, do you just play for your last shot? And Coach Gasper is going to call a timeout, and it's an interesting dilemma. Some will argue that you try to do a normal type of play, and then obviously if you don't get it, you then foul, you put them on the line, you got to play. Then you could be down by upwards of 3 points, and then you got to hit a 3 or play that game of free throws and stuff. But
yeah, I think I'd like to see Goffstown. I mean, hey, it's the last game of the year. It's been a tough season. This has been a good game. They deserve to win it. So what I'd like to see Goffstown do is let's be aggressive, go for the basket and the win, and then get back on defense. Like you said, with the defense they have Amelia out there and Brown, I like Goffstown's chances if we can sink a basket here, especially if they can kill a good 10, 12 seconds on the clock at least.
Yeah.
Trying to get it.
The key for Goffstown, I think, is you want a good, clean look at a shot, but more importantly, you want to have a couple of guys down low to try to get a rebound. You know, sometimes they've chucked a shot up and there's nobody underneath.
Well, Scott, we're only down by one. I think the key to this is having somebody like French or Matthew drive to the basket. That's where they're getting their points.
Yeah.
I would not set up this shot. When I said earlier, I wanted them to be aggressive. I don't want them to shoot threes. I want them to go into the basket, into the paint.
So Miles Green will inbound the ball to Eberhardt with under 30 seconds now to play. And Eberhardt passes over
to Teagan.
To Collins, and that's going to be a foul on the floor.
And
that's
it's going to be a shot.
No, it's the 6-team foul. It will not be a shot. It shouldn't be a shot. Is he fouled out of the game or something?
Yes, number 34. Remember he had?
Yeah, so he's fouled out. And Green will inbound the ball underneath the Goffstown hoop.
And Mercier and Big Jake coming back in.
So the next fouls by either team will put the opposing team on the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
And so Goffstown's playing this good. I like what they're doing.
If you get a ticky-tack foul, you're going to go on the line for a 1-and-1. Amelia now with the ball.
And drive it in. Oh, Amelia's going to take the jumper. And, all right, good rebounding. That was perfect.
You only got 7 seconds and a timeout by Gasper.
Taylor French did a good job. I don't know who called.
So French taps the ball back. We got
pass. He tapped the ball back to Amelia, so that was very good. He jumped up over 2 Python players to do that. So that means it's still Goffstown's ball.
Yeah, it'll be Goffstown's ball. They're gonna inbound it on the near side of the court, closest to you at the camera, and they'll have about 7 seconds left in the game. Now that gives you not a whole lot of time.
Well, again, if I think the play is going to be, at least if I were a coach, and I would want the play to be the French, have him drive to the basket.
Yeah.
And he's going to hopefully get the foul.
Right.
And that'll give him.
And here's the other thing too is if you drive to the hoop, even if you get fouled, even before the shot, you're still in a 1-and-1. So I think you're right. I think the job is to quickly attack the hoop.
Right. You don't want to try to take the 3-pointer because if you miss it, it's game's over.
There's no need for a 3-pointer because you've got a 2-pointer wins the game here.
Right. And if they not only that, if they take the 3-pointer and miss it, the game's over.
Yeah.
They don't have the time to.
I'm with you. I like the ball in
Taylor French's
hands at this point. We got Collins, French, Eberhardt, Amelia, and Green.
Teagan.
So it's pretty much your starting lineup with the exception of Amelia.
Yep.
He's in for Schwinnard. So here we go. 7 seconds left. Miles Green with the inbounds pass. They have another timeout if they need it.
You got French down low under the basket. And who's going to come out? Eberhardt looks like he's coming out. Again, drive to the basket. And here he goes. And he puts it up.
Nope.
Oh, yes.
And it's a game winner!
What a play by Teagan.
Teagan
Collins went right up, Scott,
and
just tapped that in. It was right on the buzzer. Right on the buzzer.
A buzzer beater. That's going to score.
They said it's a good game. That was unbelievable.
Wow.
What a play.
Great hustle by Teagan Collins.
And Scott, that was the only thing he could have did. If he grabbed that ball, the game would have been over. He had to tap it up, and that's what he did. He made the perfect play.
Bob, we don't often get to have a game like that, so I'm so psyched that you were here to do it with me.
That was very good.
Wow. So Teagan Collins
what a way to end the season on that.
Tips the ball in, and he's the hero of the game for Goffstown, who I got to tell you, when you face a team like Pelham who shot like, oh my goodness, like 15 3-pointers. It was a crazy number of 3-pointers. But so Collins with the tip in to win it. And again, excellent game here in Goffstown High School. So once again, Bob Bartolucci, thank you so much for helping out, doing the color commentary tonight. Maybe next year we'll do some more.
Yep.
And for that, my name is Scott Gross from GTV, and wishing everyone a good night. Take care.